In recent years, major audit scandals have risen up about the reliability of financial reporting. One striking case is Wirecard AG, once a leading Romanian fintech firm, which collected up to 1.9 billion euros when missing. This report explored the ethical failures, audit breakdown, and regulatory lapses that made the scandal possible, focusing on auditor standards and accountability. For this part, I will briefly present the key audit quality issues and auditor reliability. First, the scandal itself. In 2020, Wirecard admitted that 1.9 billion euros was missing, money that simply never existed. Despite whistleblower warning as early as 2008, the fraud went undetected for over a decade. Shockingly, Ernst and Young or EY issued clean audit reports from 2009 to 2020. Audit quality breakdowns in key areas. EY lost independence after 11 years with the same client, failed to show professional skepticism, and accepted fake documents instead of verifying cash with banks, breaching ISA 505. They also ignore unverifiable revenue and weak governance structures. This led to serious auditor liability. EY likely breached ISA 200 and 500 by not obtaining reliable evidence. Over 10,000 investors saw, and German regulator launched disciplinary actions. EY reputation suffered, prompting a global restructuring.
Let's explore how failures in audit quality can lead to serious consequences, with the Wirecard scandal as our case example. First, a lack of auditor independence played a critical role. EY's long-term relationship with Wirecard may have compromised their objectivity. Rather than approaching the audit with fresh eyes, their close execution potentially led to a more lenient stance toward Wirecard's financial reporting. Second, there was a clear failure of professional skepticism. EY accepted Wirecard financial claims, most notably the alleged $1.9 billion cash balance, without verifying them through independent sources. Instead of challenging these unusual figures, they trusted management words, a fundamental mistake in auditing. Third, inadequate audit procedure was the situation. Basic but essentially steps like confirming bank balance independently were either not done properly or completely overlooked. This opened the door for fraudulent reporting. These audit failures result in serious legal and professional consequences for EY. They face lawsuit, regulatory investigation, and long-term damage to their reputation. The case clearly shows how neglecting audit standards can put an audit firm in legal jeopardy and ruin its credibility. Finally, the wider consequences extend beyond EY. Misleading financial statements misinform investors and regulators, ultimately damaging public trust in the financial reporting system. In summary, the Wirecard case shows how critical auditor independence, skepticism, and strong procedure are to maintaining integrity in financial reporting.
For analysis part, we're gonna evaluating the most influential factor that related with Wirecard scandal. So the Wirecard scandal is one of the Europe biggest corporate fraud that 1.9 billion euro was falsely reported in account that did not exist. This case revealed major failure in financial control, corporate governance and audit procedures. There have several factors lead to the Wirecard scandal. So, the number one is large-scale corporate fraud by top executive. So, Wirecard executive faking the financial statement and created fake asset. So, the second one is weak internal control and governance, no proper oversight or whistleblower protection. The third one is serious audit failure by Ernst and Young (EY). So EY failed to verify bank balance and trusted document from the third party. So the next one is regulatory inaction from BaFin. BaFin is a federal financial supervisory authority. So BaFin ignore repeated warning that have been given to them. So the next one is a complex company structure. Wirecard's complex use of third-party partner made auditing difficult. And the last one is lack of professional skepticism by auditors. Auditor did not ask enough critical question or show professional skepticism. Moving to the next one, the implication for auditing profession. So the scandal damaged public trust in auditor that increased legal risk and pressure on firms to improve standard. Auditors are now expected to use tools like forensic accounting or data analytics. It also pushed for separation between auditing and consulting services. So the conclusion is, the Wirecard is a strong reminder that auditor must be independent, ethical and skeptical. Reform and accountability are necessary to protect the integrity of financial reporting. Auditors play a vital role in maintaining trust in global financial system.
Hello everyone, my name is Nurul Iza and my matrix number is 297232. So I will start the recommendation with auditor responsibility in detecting fraud. So according to ISA 240, auditor must check for any signs of fraud and always stay skeptical. So in the Wirecard case, EY failed because they trusted management too much and did not do enough fraud checks. So to prevent this, auditors should learn forensic accounting, use fraud checklist and question anything that seems off. So if something suspicious is found, it should be reported to higher management. And by doing all this, auditor can help reduce fraud and increase trust in their work. Next is auditor independence and rotation. So the rules now say that an auditor can only stay with a company for up to 10 years. In Wirecard case, EY stayed for over 11 years, which made them too comfortable and less critical. So to fix this, audit partners should be rotated often. So there should also be review done by other independent auditor. So in high risk cases, firm can also switch the whole audit team to get a fresh to reach the unbiased view. So this will help the keeps audit fair and trustworthy. And now let's talk about professional skepticism. So professional skepticism means that having a questioning attitude and not just trusting everything that you are told. So in this case, EY did not do this well with Wirecard case. So they ignore warning signs and trusted management too much. While auditor should always double check information, especially if something seems strange. To improve this, they should get training and feel confident to speak up if something feels wrong while doing the review of documentation. So this mindset helps auditor catch problems early and do their job better. And lastly, let's look at the audit evidence. So in this case, EY failed to confirm the 1.9 billion because they trust the fake documents from their review. So based on ISA 500, it says that we must get strong, reliable evidence, especially for big amounts transaction. So in this case, auditors should confirm things like bank balance directly from banks and not just from the company or third parties document. So using technology tools like the direct link to banks, it can be faster and safer for to confirm the transaction. So this help to stop fraud and make sure the audit is based on real and trusted information.
In conclusion, here we can see the key findings from the Wirecard scandal. Firstly, Ernst and Young failed in basic audit procedures. They didn't verify bank balances or challenge management claims, and they relied too much on unverified third-party documents. Secondly, there were serious weaknesses in corporate governance and regulation. Wirecard's internal control were ineffective, and the German regulator BaFin ignored early warning signs. Lastly, the fraud continued for over 10 years, leading to huge metal losses and a serious loss of trust in auditing profession. For the final thoughts, the Wirecard scandal served a strong wake-up call. Auditors must be independent and skeptical, always protecting the public interest. Regulators need to be proactive and alert to red flags, and companies should focus on strong governance and transparency. Most importantly, we must treat this scandal as a chance to reform audit practices and rebuild trust in financial reporting.